aku setting masa. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Mohammad Azri and I'm gonna be the moderator for today. So the topic we're gonna discuss is about the employer that seek creativity and critical thinking in graduates before interviewing them for jobs. So before we're gonna discuss our topic today, um, can all the panelists introduce themselves first? So start with Zaim here.
Hello everyone. My name is Mohammad Zaim Zalhazmi bin Zahar and you can call me Zaim.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Akmal bin Mustapa Kamal. You can call me Akmal.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir bin Tukiran. You can call me Amir.
Okay, everyone has introduced themselves. So let me start my point first. So for this topic, I'm gonna be half disagree with it because due to the most employer always still look at the good academic qualification in graduates. Just like because employers always scanning for good result first in graduates before choosing them for interview. So I say this because the average every year there is around 2 million graduates from bachelor degree, and they to ease out their employer job for seeking employees, they always using scanning method for their qualification result before they're scanning for like certain skills. And I'm going to say I have disagree to this because there is like a major company like Tesla and Microsoft. They don't focus out on good qualification result because they really take care of employee skills and critical thinking. So that is my point. How about you, Zaim? What is your stand on this?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Azri. For me, based on the issue which is stated, I personally disagree with the issue. This is because just like Azri said just now, employers use the scanning method to search for graduates. They usually one of the most important thing that they search for is the how at their academic in their academics. So which is the reason why we need to put our CGPA inside the resume. I also disagree with this point because most employers nowadays know that graduates, especially fresh graduates, they do not have experience in their field. So it would be too risky for the company. They might suffer a loss from money or time, which will maybe disrupt the company's operation. May even disrupt the company operation. So they cannot depend entirely on the employees' creative and critical thinking skills. At the end of the day, they need to provide training so that they can shape the minds of their employees to fit the way the company works. So that is why I disagree with this statement. That is all from me. What do you think, Akmal?
I would like to disagree on this topic because, first of all, if you read the statement, the employers look graduates with creative and critical thinking skills other than good academic qualification. So first of all, you must know what's definition of good academic qualification. good academic qualification is something like your CGPA is above than 3.5 or above than 3, something like that. But critical thinking and creative thinking, on the other hand, is something that you must achieve a certificate if you attend the class. For example, creative and critical thinking class or design thinking class. So this creative and critical thinking will make the difference between the graduates. With that said, uh, sorry, I'm giving an example. For example, the Tesla company, right? The Tesla company built design futuristic car, electric car, right? So basically, automotive engineering student or graduates that learn how to build a car, they did not learn how to build a futuristic car. And the head of or the CEO of the Tesla himself, Elon Musk, also prefer creative and critical thinking graduates other than a good academic qualification, as he tweeted out a few weeks ago that he uh, searching for employers with he without school graduate certificate. So that is my take for this.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My perspective in this topic is I partially agree about this topic. Okay, first of all, you must first place that good academic qualification is the benchmark. Okay, to have this job, you must have the good qualification first, and we see the creative and critical thinking as the top up. Okay, you compete between each other, but not within the good academic qualification, but we compete in our ability to present ourselves, such as have the ability to lead, have ability to adapt, have a critical thinking, passion about the project, passion about some project or the job. So for me, yes, critical thinking and creative thinking is actually good. However, first we must achieve the benchmark first, which is having the good academic qualification. But because without that, we cannot proceed further. So, like I said, having a leadership skill, having adaptive thinking, because these two has the capability for you to go further. Having to lead others and adapt in the situation where you must able to do something others cannot do. So this is my take in this topic. Thank you very much.
So I see that everyone has given their own opinion. So let's start our discussion right now. Um, so what is before we start our discussion, we can discuss on our stand on everyone's opinion, and also about the potential employees can do to prepare themselves for the preferred skill. Like in certain company, they require a certain skill. So I start with my stand first. I still hold with my stand. Have disagree because like Zaim also agree with me. He said that the company still look first at the result before they choose their employee to choose the person for the interview. Um, and like Amir said that graduate result is as a top up, and they still look at the skills before they really choose the person for interview.
Excuse me. I like to confirm back what I said. Actually, the benchmark, the first thing that we see is the good academic result. The top up is the critical and creative thinking.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that before statement. So as I gonna say earlier, I still have disagree. Um, now I just gonna ask for Akmal, why you let me confirm back. Do you agree with this topic?
Yes, I agree.
Oh yes. Yeah. I want to say why you agree, because even most of the company in Malaysia still look for a good qualification, and just like a small percentage, you said also, Tesla company, and I added also, the Microsoft company, they look for skills in graduates before they choose for interviewing, but it
Mhm.
is a small percentage. So I want to ask you why you agree with the topic, and can you make it a strong opinion?
So as you stated before, the problem is with Malaysia. In Malaysia, we don't have the big companies such as the Microsoft and the Tesla, something like that. That show how how Malaysia is far behind from the other country like that. Uh, so this is the where you can disagree with this statement, because Malaysia doesn't have the company as big as they are, as big as Tesla or Microsoft. So they still using the classic way with uh, good academic qualification. So this is, for me, I think personally that Malaysia companies, or in this statement is employers, should take the step forward in collecting or in recruiting the graduates with creative and critical thinking skill to push forward their company, or their company stay a level as Tesla and Microsoft, such as that. So
Uh,
are you, Mr. Zaim, do you found this type of argue, or my statement is something like uh something, what should I say, something crazy, or it is uh,
acceptable.
a true statement?
For me, I think that what you are trying to tell is I agree with what you're trying to tell, because yes, we don't have a company uh, that's as- that's as innovative as big companies such as Tesla and Microsoft and all that. And after listening to all the points given by every single one of you, especially Amir,
Yes.
I am starting to agree with the statement. This is because, yes, even though you have the, even if you have four flats in your CGPA, we still need some skills, which is the critical and creative thinking skills, which can be the cream of the cake.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, Mr. Ame,
Yes.
like what can students and fresh graduates do for them to prepare themselves with this prepare themselves to fulfill this requirement, which is having creative and critical thinking skills before they are employed for a job.
Okay. For me, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. First of all, okay. That's what I said earlier. Having a leadership and adaptive thinking. Okay. How you want to get leadership skills. Okay. You must put yourself further. Not further. Well, not above, but in front of other. You must put yourself in front of the. You must be the first to receive what happened, and be the first to give what others want. So, like I said, in other means, you must put yourself in their shoes. Only then you know what to give, what to do. Okay, to have an adaptive skills. This is based on experience. You must explore many things and get as many experience as you can have. So
Okay.
for me these two. So Azri, Mr. Azri.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We have a few seconds left before we end up our discussion. So I'm just gonna give a summary here. So the conclusion is I think that mostly still disagree with this topic, right?
No, I agree.
I think I am
Uh,
starting to agree with the topic. I think
okay.
I am going to
I
go with
stay with my
partially agree
stand.
as Amir.
So we can say that 3.5 of agree with this topic. So because of that, so I'm gonna say I agree also due to all the stands here. So that is the end of our discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr. Azri.
you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you
you
everybody.
all.